If you know you want to create YouTube videos to grow your audience, get more clients and just scale your business, but you simply can't find the time to do it, then this video is for you. Because I'll show you exactly how to make the process efficient, how to find time for recording even if you think you don't have any, and also how to stay consistent with creating YouTube content. I work with 6, 7 and even 8-figure entrepreneurs inside my YouTube agency, and my clients still find time to create YouTube videos. So let me show you how they do it. So I'll talk about how to make recording YouTube videos and creating YouTube content less time consuming in a second, but first you need to get your priorities straight. You can probably see all the top guys in online business, like in every single industry, create YouTube content, like literally all of the top guys who make the most amount of money in every industry in this online education space or even the online service space, like all of them are pushing YouTube content. And probably if you look at your own niche, like the top guys there in your niche are probably huge on YouTube, or if they not, that means that there's just a huge opportunity and you can just capitalize on that whole niche. So this means that it's evident that you need to create content if you want to become the best, if you want to make more money, if you want to scale your business. So it needs to be on the top of your priority list. And I know that it's hard because when you're in the day-to-day tasks of, growing a business, you have a ton of admin tasks, you have a ton of communication, all those other stuff that might feel like they are more urgent than just sitting down, recording content, scripting out a video, thinking about video ideas, etc. But if you want to truly scale over the long run, you need to get clear on, okay, what's my goal? What is the thing that will actually get me there? So is it doing the day-to-day tasks that I can potentially outsource to someone, or is it actually sitting down doing the high value task of writing content, creating content, doing YouTube videos, and just really think about like where you want to go and what are the actual actions and action items that you have to do to get there. Because chances are that if you're watching this video, you've been thinking about creating YouTube content, growing your own personal brand on YouTube, getting clients from YouTube for a long time. Maybe you first thought about this like 1 year ago, but said that, okay, I don't really have much time, so I'll probably get started like later, a couple months from now. And fast forward to 1 year from that point, you still haven't started. So you're in the same position as you were 1 year ago, and you definitely don't want to like keep doing this. Like, let's say you think the same thing right now and you wait another year and you still didn't do anything. Like, the only way you can break this pattern is to like get started right now. Because what I've been seeing with working with these 7-figure, even 8-figure entrepreneurs inside my agency is that they just outsource everything that they can, like all the admin, communication tasks, the little low leverage things that don't make them necessarily direct money. They just outsource it, and the high revenue generating activities, that's where they focus their time on. So this is creating content, even doing sales, although like most 7-figures guys like start to outsource that as well. But like the strategic, creating content, thinking about the content ideas, the long-term vision of where they want to take their company, etc. Like those are the heavy tasks that actually create the difference. And all my clients, like the 7 and 8-figure clients, are starting to focus on that. So you have to think about like, is content one of those or not? And it definitely is. So now that I finished this little rant, I want to get into like how to actually make the process efficient and how you can make it so that it takes the least amount of time out of your day of creating content. But before I get into that, if you're looking for a team that takes care of the entire process of creating YouTube videos that get you book calls and clients, then click the first link in the description. Now, in terms of creating an efficient process for content creation, I found that all of the guys who are like super busy and still create content do it in a way where they created a really efficient system that takes them like even a couple hours per week or a couple hours per month to create content consistently. So just for example, how it looks like in our agency with our clients is that we create the video ideas for them, we write the scripts for them, they just have to record it, and once they record it, they send it over to us and we produce the whole video. Like, we edit the video, create the thumbnail, do the SEO stuff, and even schedule the videos for them. So for them, it's like super efficient process where they only have to sit down and record the video. And because of that, even if they are like super busy during a period of their life, like they can still keep the consistency up on YouTube. Obviously, working with us is not the only way to make this process efficient, but this can give you a really good idea about like what is the type of process that you have to create around it. Usually you want to outsource all of it that you can, like all the video ideas, the editing, the thumbnail creation with YouTube, like all that stuff you want to outsource either by building an in-house team or just hiring an agency like us, or hiring multiple freelancers. I made another video about this, an in-house team versus an agency, that you can check out to get more insights about which option is probably the best for you. But you really want to build out that system. Otherwise, like if you're doing that yourself, there's no way you'll be able to create quality content that actually gets you results and you will stay consistent. Like, there's absolutely no way. Now, you can create the most efficient process, but you'll still have to spend some time with it. Like, if you can get yourself an AI clone that will just get you the recordings and you don't even have to sit down and record, you will do at least the recording part, if not more of the entire process. So you have to find time in order to get the recording done. And that's where there are some strategies that can definitely help you. One of the strategies is blocking out time. So what that means is that you put a specific time in your calendar. So like, let's say every Monday, you put in 2 hours, that will be the content creation block. And you do that like every week. It's like a non-negotiable. You can also do like every 2 weeks. And this works really well because you'll be forced to do that that, you will create that routine where it's like blocked out into your calendar. It's not like other things we go to that time, like that time is specifically dedicated for creating content, and this can really help with the consistency. Another really good strategy that you probably heard of is just batch recording. So like, let's say you have that like 2 hours every 2 weeks blocked out. For those 2 hours, you want to like batch all the recording that you have to do. We like to do this with all of our clients because this just saves a lot of time, because they save time on setting up the equipment. They don't have to do it multiple times. They just have to do it once if they batch record. Also, once they get in the flow, so like let's say they record one video and it's like still a little bit like rocky, or like it feels weird to like speak on camera, it doesn't flow like naturally, and they mess it up a lot. But once they get in the flow, it's much easier to knock out multiple videos because they will already be warmed up. It will be really easy to speak. They will make less mistakes, and with that plus the time they save with setting up the equipment, like that's a super huge time saver. So this is exactly how you can grow on YouTube and get clients from it even if you don't have much time. Now, as I explained, in our agency we make it autistically simple for our clients to record videos while we also handle everything else in the process. So you can just click the first link in the description, check out our results, and also book in a time with me personally where we can just see if we're a good fit to work together. So again, click that link below and I'll talk to you soon. Bye bye.